Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel, Writing Practices. In today's video, we are going to learn how to write an Australian visitor visa invitation letter for Subclass 600. This letter is used when inviting someone to visit Australia for tourism, family visits, holidays, or special events. Immigration officers review this letter to confirm the purpose of the visit and the relationship between the inviter and the visitor. Now let's go through it step by step, so you know exactly what to write, why each part is important, and how to write it properly. Check this out. Sender's information. This section contains the inviter's personal details. Write your full name, complete Australian residential address, phone number and email address. Example, Sarah Louise Walker. 18 Collins Street, Melbourne VIC 3000, Australia, +6141 2345 678. sarahwalker@email.com. This information is important because it identifies who is inviting the visitor and confirms that the invitation is coming from a real resident of Australia. It also allows immigration officers to contact you if they need clarification or additional verification regarding the application. Make sure your address matches the proof of residence documents you attach. Date. Write the date using the Australian format, which is day, month, year. Example, 30 April 2026. The date is important because it shows when the invitation letter was officially written and confirms that the information provided is current. Immigration officers may use this to verify that the invitation matches the visitor's intended travel period. Use the same date format consistently throughout all supporting documents. Recipient information. This section identifies the authority reviewing the visa application. Example, Department of Home Affairs, Australian Government. Including this ensures the letter is formally directed to the correct immigration department. It also gives the document an official structure, which makes it easier for visa officers to process. Write the department name exactly as shown in official Australian immigration documents. Subject line. Write the visa type and the visitor's full name. Example, subject, invitation letter for Australian visitor visa. Subclass 600, for John Michael Smith. This helps immigration officers immediately understand what the document is about and which applicant it supports. A clear subject line also makes the letter easier to organize during application review. Always use the visitor's full legal name exactly as it appears on their passport. Salutation. Example, Dear Visa Officer, this is the opening greeting of the letter. It introduces the formal communication and shows that the letter is intended for immigration assessment. A proper salutation keeps the letter professional and appropriately structured. Keep this section simple and formal. Opening paragraph. In this paragraph, write the visitor's full details. Include full name, date of birth, passport number, current address. Example, I am writing to formally invite John Michael Smith, born on March 15, 1992, passport number A, B1234567, residing at 25 Maple Street, Toronto, Canada, to visit me in Australia under the visitor visa, subclass 600. This information is essential because it clearly identifies the visitor applying for the visa. It also helps immigration officers match this invitation letter with the applicant's official visa records. Double-check all details against the visitor's passport before submitting. Second paragraph, information about the inviter. Here, introduce yourself. Include your full name, residential address, immigration status in Australia, occupation and employer. Example, my name is Sarah Louise Walker, and I am currently residing at 18 Collins Street, Melbourne VIC 3000. I am a permanent resident of Australia and work as a financial analyst at Commonwealth Bank. This section confirms your legal status in Australia and shows that you are eligible to host the visitor. It also helps establish your credibility and stability as the person extending the invitation. If possible, attach proof of employment or residency to support this information. Third paragraph, purpose of the visit. Write the reason for the visit and the travel dates. Include purpose of visit, arrival date, departure date, length of stay. Example, the purpose of this visit is for a family holiday. I would like John Michael Smith to visit Australia from July 10, 2026 to August 25, 2026, for a total stay of approximately 6 weeks. This section helps immigration officers understand the visitor's travel plans and confirms that the visit is temporary. Clear travel dates also help assess whether the requested stay is reasonable. Be specific about the reason for the visit rather than using vague wording. Fourth paragraph, accommodation details. State where the visitor will stay during the trip. Example, during this period, John will stay with me at my residence located at 18 Collins Street, Melbourne VIFA YC 3000. I will provide accommodation and support during his stay in Australia. This confirms that the visitor has a clear accommodation arrangement during their visit. It also reassures immigration officers that the applicant has a stable place to stay in Australia. The address here should match the one listed in your sender information. Fifth paragraph, financial responsibility. Choose the statement that matches the arrangement. If sponsoring, write this if you will cover the visitor's expenses. Example, I will also be financially responsible for John during his visit, including living expenses, accommodation, and other necessary support. This shows immigration officers that the visitor has financial support while staying in Australia. It can strengthen the application by reducing concerns about financial hardship during the trip. Attach bank statements or pay slips as proof. If self-funded, write this if the visitor is paying for their own trip. Example, John will independently cover all travel, medical insurance, and personal expenses for the duration of the visit. This clearly defines financial responsibility and prevents confusion during visa assessment. It also shows transparency, which is very important in immigration applications. The visitor should provide proof of sufficient personal funds. Compliance statement. This confirms that the visitor understands the visa conditions. Example, I confirm that John intends to comply with all visa conditions and will depart Australia before the visa expiry date. It reassures immigration officers that the trip is temporary and that the applicant intends to follow Australian immigration rules. This statement supports the credibility of the application. Keep this statement direct and clear. Supporting documents section. List the supporting documents attached to the application. Example, please find attached supporting documents including copy of my Australian passport or residency visa, proof of residential address, employment verification or payslips, bank statements if sponsoring financially. These documents support the claims made in your invitation letter and provide evidence for verification. Strong supporting documents can make the application more convincing. Submit clear and updated copies only. Contact availability paragraph. This shows that you are available for further communication if needed. It demonstrates cooperation and makes the letter more credible. Example, should you require any further information, please feel free to contact me. Make sure your phone number and email are active. Thank you paragraph. This is a short professional courtesy statement. Example, thank you for considering this visa application. It adds a respectful tone to the letter and helps maintain a formal closing. Small details like this improve the overall presentation. Keep it brief and professional. Closing. Write the formal closing of the letter, like, yours sincerely. This marks the official end of the document and completes its professional structure. A proper closing helps maintain consistency in formal correspondence. Use the same closing style for all official visa letters. Add your signature if submitting a printed copy. The signature confirms that the letter is genuine and personally issued by the inviter. It adds authenticity to the document. Use blue or black ink for printed submissions. Write your full legal name below the signature. Example, Sarah Louise Walker. This confirms who officially issued the invitation letter and connects the signature to your identity. It should match your supporting documents exactly. Never use nicknames or shortened versions. Before submitting, review all information carefully and make sure all supporting documents are attached. A complete and accurate invitation letter can significantly support the visitor visa application. That's it for today's tutorial on how to write an Australian visitor visa. Invitation letter for Subclass 600. I hope this explanation helps you write your letter correctly and confidently. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Writing Practices for more professional writing tutorials and letter templates. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.